Alright, hey guys, welcome back to wickedsblackinfinity. I'm sorry, I just want to let this one out. This is, oh my gosh.
You know what, I'll explain.
Oh my gosh.
So we were in Michael's and going to get some things, and we come across this aisle where there's like these icy machine makers.
Cupcake things, like it's just like a sweets aisle, and we're in oh my god.
And we see this little girl sitting on the floor right in front of the shelf, and she's like this. She's
just poking her head
and she's
in
got her
between
head
these icy machines.
and their boxes. So I mean, yeah. And she's sitting like this, and she's got her head in between them, and she's sitting on the floor. And we walked down the aisle, and she looked at us like this.
And she was staring at us now, and she's staring at us like we ain't got no business being there. And I was like, okay.
And of course, me being myself, I want to try and get a Snapchat of her.
He sure did.
And I got one, but it wasn't too great. But then I'm looking over there, and she's leaning down, and she's going, eating something, and we don't know what she's eating yet.
Oh my gosh, this child is literally like scoping out everybody. And then she just turns and, what?
And she's eating icing. She's eating icing.
She's eating icing.
And
like a squeeze tube of icing.
Who does that? I've never seen a child
in the middle of Michael's on their knees with your head in between snow cone machines. Who does this?
That's the first for me. That's the first thing I've seen this.
I laughed my butt off in the aisle and tried to play it off like I was laughing at some darn cupcake holders. I was like, who makes those?
My gosh. And then when we go and tell my older brother what happens, he's like, do you think that she's not stealing it now?
And we were like, oh snap, we didn't even think about that. I was laughing my butt off.
It was so funny.
I wasn't even worried about if that child was stealing the icing or not.
And then she got her pudgy little butt up and walked away and acted like we told her something.
She acted like we told her that her mama was fat or something. And I was like,
man, this little girl.
Oh my gosh. It was the funniest thing in the world. She had a stank face. She had an RBF.
RBF stands for resting bitch face.
Oh, it was so funny.
Oh my gosh.
We went down another aisle. Tyler sees this basket. Oh my gosh. He is so dumb.
Well, I mean, you gotta act like it's a party every day. I'm Dorothy, actually.
He skips down the aisle with the basket in his hand, acting like he's Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz.
Maybe I am.
And then what happened?
And this lady, once I get down to the end of the aisle, she looks at me, she's like, and I'm like, what are you looking at me for? So I come back and I tell Alex, but it's because I was up in like these like little...
I'm gonna insert the clip in after this. I got it on video.
There was like garland stuff for...
It was like vines.
And I wrapped my arm around one of them, and she looked at me and she's like... And I was like, excuse me, are you a zombie?
No, you didn't. You were like, oh snap, she looked at me.
I was, but you know. But she looked at me like she was a zombie. She was like...
Oh my god. You're so beautiful. What?
So it started raining on us outside, so we went inside for just a second.
Well, we people watch. What else do you want to know?
And that was our experience on people watching.
Oh my gosh. We'll have another people watching video for you soon.
If we have experiences.
See you guys next time.
You sound like